Let's talk about something I think a lot of us have felt. It's that incredibly strong, almost psychic connection you feel with someone. But, and this is the frustrating part, they just don't seem to feel it back at all.
You know that feeling, right? It can be so confusing. You're absolutely sure that what you're picking up on is real, this deep, unspoken link. But from their end, it's like crickets. It makes you start to wonder, am I just making all of this up? Is it all in my head? Or is there something else going on here?
Well, what if I told you that ancient Indian spiritual philosophy has a really profound way of explaining this? And it's not based on some fantasy or wishful thinking. Actually, it's surprisingly practical. It's all rooted in the actual mechanics of our mind. To really get to the bottom of this, we first need to understand how the mind is structured, at least according to Vedic psychology. You can kind of think of it as having 3 different functional layers, like an operating system for your consciousness. Okay, so first up, we have what's called manas. Now, this is the surface level. It's that busy, chattering part of your mind that's always going. It's that constant stream of thoughts, all the fleeting emotions, and just the day-to-day mental noise that we all live with. It's processing everything, from what you see to what you feel from one moment to the next. Then, sitting just above all that noise, you have the Buddhi. This is your intellect, your awareness. It's the part of you that can actually step back and observe the manas. It's the voice that says, I'm feeling really anxious right now, or that's an interesting thought. It's your power of reason and judgment. And then we go deep. We go to the Chitta. Now, this is not just memory in the sense of, what you had for breakfast. The Chitta is this vast, deep reservoir of consciousness where all of your memories and your deepest impressions, they're called sanskar, are stored. You can think of it like the hard drive of your soul, and it's operating way, way beneath the surface of your everyday mind. And here is the absolute crucial point. Those profound telepathic feeling connections, they don't happen in that noisy, chaotic manas. Nope. They're registered at the super deep, subtle level of the Chitta. And that's why you can feel something so profound even when your day-to-day thoughts are off somewhere else entirely. So if the connection exists on this really deep level, why doesn't the other person feel it? What's going on there? Well, the best way to understand this is with a simple but really powerful analogy. You gotta think of it like you're tuning your own inner radio. Just imagine for a second that an energetic connection between 2 people is like a radio signal that's always being broadcast. It's just out there in the airwaves. Your Chitta, that deep consciousness, is the radio receiver that's designed to pick up that exact signal. So the question is never, is the signal real? The real question is, how well tuned is my radio? It really breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, the signal has to exist, right? The energetic connection is present. Second, your receiver, your Chitta, needs to be active and open to even perceive it. And third, and this is the most important part, the tuning. Your inner state of being is what determines if you get a crystal clear broadcast or just a bunch of static. And this right here is the very heart of why it feels so one-sided. One person might have great reception. Why? Because they're maybe more emotionally sensitive, spiritually receptive, or just in a calm, aware state of mind. Their radio is tuned right to the station. Meanwhile, the other person's radio, it could be filled with static. They might be mentally distracted, driven by their ego, or just emotionally blocked. The signal is there for both of them, but only one person can actually hear it clearly. Okay, but this brings up a really vital question. How do you know for sure if what you're feeling is a true connection, or if it's just your own emotional static creating an illusion that feels really, really convincing? In Indian philosophy, there's a concept for this called Maya, which basically means illusion. And in this context, a really strong emotional attachment, like a deep desire or a fear of losing someone, can create this incredibly powerful mental and emotional noise. And this noise can be so intense, so loud, that we mistake it for a genuine connection. So here's how you can start to tell the difference. A true connection, a clear signal coming from the Chitta, it brings a sense of stillness. It brings clarity. It feels more like awareness and surrender. But the illusion, the one created by attachment, does the complete opposite. It creates restlessness, tons of mental noise, anxiety, and this feeling that you need to control the situation. This is a really powerful checklist you can use to figure out if you're hearing the signal or just the static. So what's the big takeaway from all this? What are we supposed to do now? Well, the answer is to stop focusing so much on broadcasting your signal and to start focusing on your own receiver. Because really, the stillness itself is the message.
This quote from the source material, it just says it all, doesn't it? True connections do not create anxiety. If something is real, it brings stillness, not obsession. That is such a simple and powerful way to check in with yourself. If what you're feeling is causing you all this turmoil and obsession, it's probably the static of your own attachment. A true connection brings a deep, profound sense of peace.
And that means the real work isn't about trying to turn up the volume so the other person finally hears you. That's just creating more noise for everyone. The real work is all internal. It's about cultivating that inner calm and stillness that allows you to get clear, to tune your own radio perfectly. So I want to leave you with this one question to think about. In your own connections, are you spending all your energy trying to send a message, one that's fueled by your own wants and your own anxieties? Or have you done the inner work to quiet down the static and just tuned your radio to simply receive whatever signal is truly there? The answer really does change everything.